Okay, this is the references that I'm using right now. And there's some more over here, and I can't tell very well in my camera if you can see these very good. But anyways, I'm just going to start. Okay, so this is Every Child Matters, and this is Canadian Indigenous Aboriginal people who, I don't know, 50 years ago when I was 7 years old, were commonly called by everyone in Canada Indians. And there is a basis in law for that. It is the Indian Act of Canada, which dates back before I was born, so it's more than 57 years old. And we're still bound by this. Apparently, if you still believe the country of Canada is not a failed state, it is still the law of failed state Trudeau. Is it or not? I don't know. Okay, so where are we going to go? Okay, we need to talk to you about cousins, because no one ever knows the right answer, so we're going to get the right answer for you. Okay. What is the difference between first cousins and second cousins? And first cousins once removed. French Stewart from Third Rock from the Sun. No, that hat don't know. Hertz says, I think so. He thinks he knows. Port Arthur Nationals international base, but no, he doesn't know. And this is no, the blue hat don't want to know. So Mr. Hertz says, okay, what was the question again? Okay, what was the question again? Cousins. What's the difference between first cousins, second cousins, first cousins once removed? Okay, this is what as near as I could figure out today, and it sounds good, but I didn't look it up on Google, and I didn't look it up in Ann Lander's book of etiquette. Okay, as far as I can tell, okay, first cousins. Your mother's sister has children. Those people are your first cousins. Okay, no one needs an example, so I won't give you one from my life. But oh, okay. Let's go with first cousin of mine. Let's go with John Shaw of Thunder Bay. He's a first cousin of mine. John has a first cousin, Aaron Healy, who is a second cousin of mine. I think so. I think that's the way it works. Okay, then the next one we're going to do is first cousin once removed. Okay, my Earth mother, Susan Shaw, has a cousin, Lorne Shaw. Susan's father is brothers with Lorne's father. That makes them first cousins. Lorne Shaw is my first cousin once removed from my mother's generation. I think we covered it. Mr. Hertz, Mr. Frequency, Mr. Consciousness got the answer to that one. Okay, next thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go way over here, and we're gonna talk about. I don't know. Oh, this one. Right here, can you see this one? Zooming in. It's the Pointer Sisters song, We Are Family. Right here, we are family. Have faith in you and the things you do. The Pointer Sisters, we are family. I got all my sisters with me. So, without further ado, I don't know. Don't forget, we're coming up on Every Child Matters Day, July the 1st. On July the 1st, fly the orange flag as a t-shirt. Do not wear red and white, the former failed state of Canada. Do not wear it. If you wear red and white, or you fly red and white flags, it means that you support Prince Andrew going back to Epstein's Island and raping, murdering, and torturing and drinking the blood of more of the world's children. In other words, if you're wearing red and white and flying Canadian maple leafs on July the 1st, then you are a first-class child molesting devil. Ergo, if you just want the facts, ma'am, wear this Every Child Matters and orange. At the very least, wear orange. Not red and white. Orange on July the 1st. Do not eat meat ever. And don't drink booze. It's toxic poison. If you must have vices, cigarette tobacco, cannabis ground up and put in a pipe, coffee with caffeine, chocolate with caffeine, tea with caffeine. Magic mushrooms in the form of kombucha. I think kombucha, I think it's made from mushrooms. I don't think it's magic mushroom, but it's magic of a different kind of mushroom. It's not psychedelic mushroom, no. It's the kind of mushroom that gives you a wash of your internal system. Kombucha, it tastes horrible, but it works. And then you can take a couple of slugs of Buckley's mixture in order to make sure you're really gagging. And then what you're expecting is drink 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or if you don't have olive oil, then vegetable oil, but olive oil would be best. And that's to bring everything through, and then expect a really good dump to get rid of all the stuff in there. And then when you're done all that, then after you've had all that purged out, then take vinegar, 1 tablespoon, and if you can get 2 or 3, try and get 3 tablespoons in. I know I said teaspoons before, but if you're a big person, 3 tablespoons. And if you can't do it all at once, try and do 1 tablespoon, and then have some water, and then 2 tablespoons, etc. Why? Because that vinegar, it changes the pH in your body. And Dr. Andrew Weil, you can go onto his website, says that you need to have an alkaline bloodstream. And believe it or not, somehow we've been told that it's really good, that vinegar is good for you, because you need to because it prevents cancer, according to Dr. Weil. So, and if you're a vegetable person, then then if you like going and munching down on celery sticks, then good. Are you allowed to use Cheese Whiz? Yes. There's questions about dairy and it's not good for cows, etc. It's true. And at some particular juncture, hopefully in the blink of an eye, we'll free the cows from making cheese and milk. Anyways, don't eat any meat. Don't buy any meat for as a gift. Don't buy any booze. Don't buy any beer, no. But you can have coffee, tea, and you can have aspartame pop and sugar pop. Yes, you can. Because I said so. And who am I? Well, I am the warlock. I am the Bishop of Bob. Am I the Bishop of Thunder Bay? No, I gave the title back. Why? Because there was too much consternation. Because they just said, I don't know, because I decided it was better for me to be the Bishop of Bob than to be the Bishop of Thunder Bay. I didn't even say, the Bishop of Thunder Bay Free. Okay, I'm the Bishop of Thunder Bay Free. The Bishop of Thunder Bay Unfree is Bishop Cawley of the Roman Catholic Church. As far as I know, I don't know, he must be about 95 years old if he's still there. But last known bishop that was announced in the Chronicle Journal was Bishop Cawley. So I don't follow Roman Catholicism, but I do kind of pay attention to what they say, just in case I'm off course with them, when it comes to Leviticus, for example. But they break Leviticus all the time, and you can go on to Google and type in, you'll see the tabloid newspapers. Now, it's quite a long time ago, maybe it's a dozen years ago. But it was, the search terms are cocaine-fueled gay orgy Vatican. And then you'll see that they got rent boys, those are male prostitutes from Rome. Everybody knows, I have no idea, because I've never been to Rome, never been to Italy. No, but we have Roman Italians here in Thunder Bay. Yes, and they have a long bloodline. Yeah, they speak English. The people like old country. When I was a boy, there was quite a few old country Italians. Yes, that spoke English accented. Yes. What did they leave us? Gorgeous creatures. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. Rocky Stallone is Italian. What else do I need to tell you? Okay, what else do we need to tell you? Okay, so I want to tell you about Quebec City, 1990, where I was. You could get a screen capture device like Screenshot Touch, which is free and it works really good, and you just hit the button and you'd have a screenshot and you can look at that. And then you can look over here at the facing page. I'll get my fingers out of the way. There we go. Now you can get Screenshot Touch, and hopefully it's in focus. I'll try to double focus here. And then you can read that. And you can see that I did, in 1990, spend time with the journalist from CBC Radio, Michael McAuliffe, who, he was on quite a bit, especially with regard to the Somalia affair of the Canadian Forces Airborne Unit, which was accused of torturing Somali people who weren't terrorists. Have you ever met anybody from Somalia who wasn't a terrorist? I don't know. But they did tell us in that Tom Hanks movie that there still are lots of terrorists that come from Somalia, and they go out in, fishing skiffs with 150 horsepower engines, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then they go out with boarding parties and they attempt to take over oil tankers. And that was the story of Captain Tom Hanks. Is it true? I don't know. I've never been to Somalia, and I've never been on an oil tanker. But it makes quite a story, and it does make people with brown skin, again, appear to be terrorists, and people with white skin appear to be heroes. In the end, it's the opposite way around. The people of Somalia are dirt poor, because the white people are the 1%. No, that falls down too, because Dr. Tedros of the WHO, World Health Organization, Tedros, I think he's from Somalia or Ethiopia. No, you just have to say, I don't know. I was at Riel Seguin, Seguin, a well-known columnist of the Globe and Mail, with Michael McAuliffe of the CBC. Where was it? It wasn't Ottawa, it was at Quebec City, Laval. No, it wasn't Laval, it was Quebec City. Yeah, I know. I was staying at University of Laval, but Michael McAuliffe had the use of Wrar Siggy's beautiful house, and we had a lovely party there with people from all over the world who were at the French immersion. Anyways, I don't know, it was all back in those days when we all were brainwashed to believe that AIDS was real and that there was a virus, and viruses, we didn't know much about it other than, it's a horrible thing, it makes you sick, like a common cold or, stomach flu that's not caused by eating bad chicken. Don't eat chicken. Anyways, what we learned over the years is that they lie, they live is the movie with Roddy Piper, and they lie is what they do. Joseph Goebbels was the propaganda minister for Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany. You had Lord Haw-Haw, who was English-speaking, and Tokyo Rose, who was Japanese-speaking, doing propaganda during World War II. And Michael McAuliffe and Wrar Siggy are definitely part and parcel of propaganda and the Truman Show when it comes to my love and my life, and the poor boy named Francois in those days who completely knocked me off my chair as I was sipping, I don't know if it was white wine and soda or something, in the beautiful summertime in Quebec City, because Francois, who, I don't know, he was from Quebec, I think, or France, he spoke French, and he was the most gorgeous creature I ever did see. In those, I don't know, dime a dozen. But anyways, in that particular party, I don't know, I fell in love with Francois. I don't know, I just wanted to hang out with him. I don't know. Did I want to hang out with Michael McAuliffe? Yes. But I want to hang out with Gabe from California? Yes. And there's a girly whirly that, yes. I don't know if the painter came or not. Yeah, I don't know. Did I want to meet up with those people again and go back to Wrar Siggy's house now? Yeah, make it so, number one. And blink it, and I gotta go and blink for Samantha from Bewitched in order to make it so. And if I was the warlock and I did have magical powers, I would say all the peanut butter sandwiches like the Count on Sesame Street, and poof, here we would be on the beach at the Strand, all of us. The Strand is around Southern California beach on the Pacific. I don't know. Really, I am. Anyways, Peter Duesberg told us that there was something wrong with all the theories about AIDS and wrote a book called Inventing the AIDS Virus, and in the end, that's what it was. After we learned that Anthony Fauci, the head of the Centers for Disease Control, Anthony Fauci has identical facial characteristics to Mother Teresa of the Catholic Church, identical faces, which shows you that they never existed. There's no such thing as Mother Teresa, and there's no such thing as Anthony Fauci. Ergo, there is no such thing as the Roman Catholic Church, and there's no such thing as viruses. I got a late click-in from the universe on that. It's just that the whole COVID scam, well, the electron microscope has never been shown to be possible, because how would you ever, Rumpelstiltskin said this a long time ago, you have got theoretical physics and you've got theoretical biology. In theoretical physics, they talk about the Higgs boson, which is the God particle. And in theoretical biology, you've got something called a virus. Can't be seen with a light microscope. So if they did exist, how would you ever focus an electron beam or something else, an electron beam, to see anything? Because you've got nothing to compare it with. Anyways, at McMaster University, where I took biology, let's go with 1985 or 86, in the biology, we went somewhere in Burke Science Building at McMaster University, Ontario, Canada. And they showed us this dog and pony show thing. They didn't turn it on. They said that was an electron microscope. And there was nobody using this thing. So it was a movie prop called an electron microscope, but it didn't work. It was not demonstrated. Ergo, everything to do with my biology program was sullied, and in the end had to be thrown away because the electron microscope was presented as part of my education and it didn't get turned on at all. So everything biological science that happens, it's got to do with Anthony Fauci and the so-called World Health Organization and Centers for Disease Control, is fraudulent. And McMaster University's Burke Science Department has got fraudulent equipment in there masquerading as real science. So the whole fucking thing is fake fucking news. We're back to ground zero, except now we've thrown away so-called settled science made by white settlers who arrived here in North America, known as Turtle Island, to the North American Indians, also known as Amerindians, where I took anthropology in around 1987 at McMaster University as well. '84 was the year when Ghostbusters, the first movie, came out. And it was also the title of the famous book and movies called 1984 by George Orwell, about the Truman Show, the Adjustment Bureau, you and me being lied to our whole life, Alex Jones calling it Prison Planet, David R. Hawkins, the Freemason, saying that we're at a purgatorial realm, and there's a sexual misery program, catfishing, and you can look at Ascension Dictionary on the internet for sexual misery program, and then you'll see that this is all by plan to create actual misery, real horrible, painful, sickening misery for targeted humans for life, forever, lifetime after lifetime, according to the information we have. So the people who are fat controllers, and they are brutally evil, murderous, and some of you, I can't help you out in the end. I don't know what else to tell you because we've got to go all moving along to Lionel Q shit. You can take a screenshot with that one with your screenshot touch. Lionel Q shit is a Langolier, and you learn about Langoliers from Stephen King. I don't know, because I just don't know. Then we have the mystery of Christopher Puddin, who was in the Fruit Loop 15 years ago when I was leaving the Fruit Loop and he was hanging out. Christopher Beeson, Christopher Puddin, because somehow you're related to Brent Beeson, the devil, even though you're very handsome and, you know, no one would say you're hard on the eyes, or didn't I just say that? Anyways, what we remember of Chris Beeson, Christopher Pudding, is he was a good-looking guy who looked a lot like Peter Brady from the Brady Bunch 15 years ago. Well, I don't know. At those days, we would say, I don't know, in his 20s, I would say. Okay, and then this one is another one you can take a screenshot of, and then you can study it. It does have the word Pindar on it, so it has got something to do with Queen Elizabeth II and reptilians and comedy break and things. Ken McNaughton is known to be one of the 3 big penised people from 4th floor Woodstock Hall in 1984. The Pink Hall. Well, there was Ken McNaughton, Kevin Hike, and John, what was his name? Krasny. They were among the largest penises ever seen on planet Earth by this set of eyes. I don't know. Did I tell you, I got queer tendencies? Is that enough for now? Don't forget, July 1st, please make sure. And if you can't find anything orange, then go to the corner store and get some orange Tang crystals. put it in a bucket of water, and take a white t-shirt and dye it orange. And wear it July the 1st, and for God's sake, God help you if you wear red and white. With Prince Andrew on Every Child Matters Day.